How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go over the comics that we're picking up for next week for new comic book day. We got a total of 15 comics that we're gonna be picking up. 12 of them are just regular comics, 3 of them are gonna be special covers. We'll show them at the end. Again, these are all the comics that we're picking up, and we're gonna go over the 8 covers. There's a lot more comics that are coming out, but we're just getting going over what we're getting for the week. If you guys are interested of the whole list of everything's coming out, let me know in the comments below. I can start making that kind of content. Other than that, again, we're gonna show only the 8 covers. If you guys are interested in the variant covers that we're picking up, because there are a lot of variant covers, stay tuned for new comic book day so you guys can see that and everything like that. So other than that, let's go ahead and dive right in. First comic we're gonna go over is Absolute Martian Manhunter, issue number 9. It says Alien Autopsy. When Martian secrets will be the agency discovered as they peel back layers of mystery, metaphor, and fascia. Don't know what that says. Meanwhile, John researches for his missing partner as his world continues to crumble around him. So the last issue, you saw a lot of it of like the white Martian or a different Martian coming after John now, and making him feel a special kind of way, while Green Martian is still out there trying to fight everything that's going on. He wanted a night off, but it went south. So this one should be fun. It kills it no matter what. We are only getting 12 issues of the Absolute Martian Manhunter, so this is issue 9, so we got a couple more until it's over, so we're definitely picking this one up. Next issue we got is Absolute Wonder Woman, issue number 17. It says Wonder Woman betrayed. Diana faces off against a team assembled with only one mission in mind: take down Wonder Woman at any cost. But after a strangely intimate betrayal, Diana finds herself outplayed, boxed in, and running out of options. So it seems like it's a new squad coming after Diana with the whole Batman situation that was going on. It says Season of the Witch Part 2. So the last issue we got was the new story arc. This is Part 2. They're all gonna hunt down Absolute Wonder Woman. I'm not quite sure exactly how many comics we're getting of Absolute Wonder Woman. I don't know if it's gonna be like 22, 24, anything like that. I'll have to do a little more research on that. But Absolute Wonder Woman does an amazing job, especially with the whole Greek mythology. We did get the annual recently of Wonder Woman, and that one was freaking amazing with her dealing with Medusa and stuff like that. If you guys haven't read that one, definitely check that out. But this is gonna be the part 2 of the story, so we're definitely gonna pick this one up. We are getting a one shot that's starting a very mini like event that's going on called Death Spiral. It's Amazing Spider-Man / Venom Death Spiral issue number 1. This is a one shot, but it's going to continue in Amazing Spider-Man and the Venom series that's currently going on. It says first your friends, then your family, then you. The next epic Spider-Man and Venom crossover starts here and continues through April. A new super powered serial killer is on the loose, and they're coming for Spidey, Venom, and everyone in between. But what terrible secret has Carnage learned, and what does he have to do with What does it have to do with Spider-Man? So it looks like we're getting Carnage in this as well, as you can see on the cover. New enemies coming after all 3 of them, so they're gonna probably have to work together, which is gonna be pretty cool. Again, it's a new it's 10 issues right here of event called Death Spiral, so it should be pretty fun. Anything with Amazing Spider-Man, I'm all in. Venom's great, and now you're getting Carnage as well. It's going to be awesome. Definitely excited for this one. Next, we have Detective Comics 1106. This one's awesome. This is going to be the last finale of this series that was going on, which is The Courage That Kills. Last issue, we found out who the villain is and what he has to do with Bruce Wayne and Batman and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. This is what started as a mysterious infection on a boat in Gotham Harbor has grown into one of the most formidable threats Gotham City has ever faced. Now, with more hours to go before Batman's system is entirely overtaken by his infection, the Dark Knight must attempt to save his city and himself before it's too late. It says Tom Taylor and Mikkel Jennings. Exhilarating exploration of the terror of the world without fear ends here. Again, the story arc was The Courage That Kills. This is the last issue. You got him dealing with the main villain. I can't think of his name. I think it's literally Courage, I want to say. But we find out it's a kid that Batman helped to become a genius. That's why he's also mad at Batman, but he loves Bruce Wayne. It's a weird situation that we're dealing with, but I'm super excited for it. The very cover for him as well is pretty sick, as you can see right here. I'm super excited for it. Detective Comics is an amazing series. They've been killing it, so I'm excited to see how this story arc ends, and then what the new one's going to be in the next Detective Comics next month. So we're definitely going to pick this one up. Next, we're getting The Flash issue number 30. This is the last DC KO tie-in from The Flash. And then it's going to start a whole new world with The Flash, I believe. It says speedsters from the present meet Darkseid from the past. The speedsters race through time as they led them to an encounter with the Darkseid from the past, and their escape leads them to a shocking reunion. So super excited for this. This is issue 40 out of the 42 DC KO event that's going on. Super hyped for it. Again, last tie-in with the Flash. The Flash is an okay series, but part of the DCKO tie-in has made it a lot better. Hopefully after the tournament it continues to improve. I'm super excited to see if it does, but super hyped for this one again to see how the Flash finishes with the DCKO tournament that's going on and everything like that. So I'm very interested in seeing what happens next. We're also getting Green Lantern issue number 32. The cover looks sick. It says with this ring, and it's like a wedding ring with a Green Lantern stone on it. It looks pretty awesome. It says the visions that Hal Jordan receives from the book of Oa grows stronger, leading Green Lantern to make a decision that would change the fate of the corpse and what we know about Green Lanterns forever. And a certain question is popped that will have you asking, are wedding bells breaking up the old corpse of mine? Now, only time and next issue 600 Spectacular will tell. I'm assuming that's going to set up for how the Kyle Rayner is going to be taking over the main title of the Green Lanterns, which is going to be pretty cool. I think it's kind of just showing that Hal Jordan's going to be kind of just doing his own thing for a while. So he's going to, lead and stuff like that. So it's going to be handing it off to him, which is pretty cool. This is issue 599 out of the whole legacy. So the next one is where Kyle Rayner is supposed to take over, which are already leaked that what's going to happen. So pretty excited for this one to see how they hand it off and if they do it well, and then how Kyle Rayner is going to take over the Green Lantern issue. So pretty excited for that. Next, we have Inglorious X-Force issue number 2. The first issue was very well. It wasn't like the best thing, but it's very interesting in the way they're telling the story, how he had to come back in time to change what's going to happen in the future. That's what kind of Cable does in all his comics. It says hell to pay. Wolverine must face demonic temptation, and it's all part of Cable's secret agenda. Plus, meet the hidden agent who's been stalking X-Force from the shadows. The mysterious deepen and the action amplifies as the true mission comes into focus. So you kind of saw in the last issue, he built this team and they're kind of explaining why they have this special team to help with Cable's mission. They all believe in him because every time Cable selects a team for a mission, it's because their special powers or mutation helps with that specific mission. But we also see that Domino, if you did not read the last issue, is hunting down Cable. We don't know why, because they're actually close friends. So we're trying to see if she's trying to help or if she's trying to ruin everything that he's trying to do. So issue number 2 should be definitely fun to read, and I'm pretty hyped for it. We're also getting Justice League Unlimited issue 16. This is the last DCKO tie-in for this title as well, and is issue number 41 out of 42 of the event. Super hyped for it. It says Mr. Terrific in hell as the Earth mass evacuation continues. In order to save millions, Mr. Terrific and what's left of his Terrific 10 must march through hell to confront its ultimate ruler, Nero, and expose the traitor in their midst. So they're going to hell to try to get help to stop the whole Darkseid taking over thing. They're trying to defend Earth while still trying to evacuate it, so that if Darkseid does take over, nobody's there to get in the middle of the destruction and stuff like that. I'm going to try to see how to continue human race, because the Darkseid is trying to end it. So last tie-in part of the DCKO, we're getting close to the DCKO event to ending, and it's going to set up the future of the DC comics with everything going on with either new characters or old characters coming back, stuff like that. Super hyped for it. Justice League Unlimited has been a great series so far. I'm super hyped to see where it ends here with Mr. Terrific and his team, but also where they're going to set up for the future of the Justice League, either with new members or bringing back old members. We're also getting Psylocke Ninja issue number 2. The first issue was amazing. You're getting more of a backstory of Psylocke, how she became to be. You got Elektra involved in this, which is pretty cool. It says Elektra must die. The Hand has given Psylocke a brutal order: kill Elektra. Will Psylocke be able to resist the Hand's control, or even if even if she can, how will she evade Elektra's wrath? Whatever the case may be. Psylocke's supposed to be kind of like a modeled after her. We're coming to find out, which is pretty cool. After she left Betsy and stuff like that. So it's kind of continuing like the early days of Psylocke, which is awesome. I've been enjoying every bit of it. The first issue was amazing. I know the second one's gonna be awesome. It is a mini series. I think they're only doing like 6 issues or so for that, but it's been fun to read. Again, 1 was awesome, so issue 2 should be great as well. We got another number 2, which is Rogue issue number 2. I love Rogue, and I especially love the cover artist for this, which is David Nakayama. He's drawing all the standard covers for Rogue, which is great. One of my favorite X-Men female characters, and of course one of my favorite artists drawing it. It's an absolute no-brainer to get. It says Rogue and Mystique have always had a complicated relationship, and it's not getting any easier. Rather than tell the whole truth, Mystique channels Destiny and gives Rogue a vague summary of what happened that night at Project Pegasus all those years ago. Rogue thought her Brotherhood of Evil Mutants days were behind her, but that couldn't be further from the truth. With the cryptic visions of her past plaguing her present, Rogue finds in a hospital and hospital group of mutant haters on her road to the truth. Mystique continues to hold back crucial information as Rogue feels herself driven, made by visions of Sabretooth and the Constrictor on a mission long forgotten. So it's showing, you know, her past is coming to haunt her in the present, which is crazy. She has Destiny and Mystique involved as well, which is pretty cool. She thought she got away from her dark past, but it's coming after her again with everything that's going on, and it's going to affect her current friends and stuff. So that's why she has to figure it out. It's pretty cool. Getting, you know, again, more of a backstory of her darkest side. And that's currently with the current comics, which is awesome. Rogue is, again, badass. I love the way she's drawn and stuff like that. And David Nakayama being involved is amazing. So super hyped for it. Definitely had to get this one. Next, we have Superman issue 35. This is another last DC KO tie-in part of Superman. Again, it is all coming towards its end. This is number 39. So you're going to read this one first, then The Flash, and then Justice League, which is cool. It says the end is nigh. The end is nigh. Superman's time in the tournament has taken its toll, and now Darkseid's Legion plan to make a massive sacrifice for their lord. And Time Trapper is too late to stop him. Only 3 unlikely heroes can show the corrupted Legion the light. The end of this issue sets up the end of DC KO, but also massive status quo changes for Superman. So everything's going to change for the future Superman comics, which is awesome. Super hyped for it. Superman's my favorite character. I'm excited to see what they do with him. Either hand it off to, like, you know, his son or something like that, or he's gonna like do a different kind of mission, have a different kind of purpose in life, or maybe he's gonna be stronger, or something's gonna be different, which I'm super excited for after Superman. So we're gonna read this again. Part of the DC KO tie-in is the last issue for this DC KO tie-in with Superman, and then we're getting close to that again, end of the tournament event that's going on. So super hyped, definitely have to get this one. Next, we have the Ultimates issue number 21. It says Luke Cage and the new Avengers led by Luke Cage take on the Maker's console. Prisoners turn superpowered heroes thanks to the heroic catalyst reclaimed from the Maker in an all-out brawl across the globe. So it's gonna just focus on Luke Cage and the people that he helped turn into heroes so they can try to fight the situation, turn prisoners life around, give them a second chance by helping with the cause. Pretty cool. We got, you know, one comic about them, and then like a little hint of them, not really talking to them, but like seeing what they were doing while everything else is going on. But now it seems like this whole comic is going to help set up them fighting the Maker's console. Super dope. Gonna get this one. But now the next couple comics are special covers that we're gonna go over, so let's go ahead and dive right into that. First one, it is a brand new series, so I'm gonna read it to see how it starts so I can maybe continue reading it. But what I'm super excited for is Punisher issue number 1. This is the John Tyler Christopher Negative Space Virgin variant that's coming out. I love trying to collect those Virgin variants as much as I can. I want to get some older ones while I'm still collecting the newer ones. As you can see here on my wall, I like to display them, and the Punisher looks sick. Definitely had to get it with all black Negative Space blending in and stuff like that. So I had to pick it up for the cover. I'm gonna add it to the wall. But again, it is the number 1 for the new series for the Punisher. So if I like it, I might continue it. Depends. But definitely gonna try it out, and definitely hang it up on the wall here. So that's one of the special covers that we're getting. The next 2 are from David Nakayama, so we're gonna go over those really quick. Next is Iron Man issue number 2. We are getting David Nakayama color block red variant, which is of Iron Man himself. I think that's gonna be awesome. I did read Iron Man number 1, so we're gonna read Iron number 2 as well. So it says friends, lovers, or nothing. Iron Man is on the hunt for the missing captives as Madame Mystique continued to twist the knife into Tony's bag. Could Tony really be at fault for what's happening? The past collides with the present, and it shows, okay, Steve Rogers, Captain America, throws his mighty shield, but it is with Iron Man or against. So Captain America's gonna be involved in this one as well. Pretty cool. But again, it's part of the David Nakayama color block red variants that he's doing, so we're picking it up for that as well. And the last comic that we're picking up that's special is gonna be the Sorcerer Supreme issue 3. I'm not reading the series, I'm picking it up because it's got Scarlet Witch in that special variant, so I'm super hyped to add that to the collection. Maybe I'll read issue 1 and 2 on the app, and then I have 3 I can read it. You know, we'll see. It's nothing I was dying for, so I definitely interested in reading it, but not getting the comics. But we're picking this one up because of the special cover from David Nakayama, so we're picking up that as well. So we got 3 special covers, and the rest are great comics that we're just going to be reading through my pull list. So that is all the comics that we're picking up for New Comic Book Day. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are excited for and what you guys are picking up. I wanted to show the special covers if you guys are ever interested in like the David Nakayama special ones, at least the ones I'm getting into, or the Negative Space that we're getting as well. If you guys are like, oh, that looks badass, maybe try to get it pulled from your comic book store, your local comic book shop, or pull up to see if they have any extra or anything like that. So again, that's all we're getting. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are hyped for. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, guys. It means a lot to me. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next one.